Okay, now we're recording. First, very quick announcement. When I set the assignment due dates, I had not planned on doing this. So the original plan would have been some time to take questions in class on problem set 5, and there have not been, and there won't be today either. So I'm going to push that back. So the due date will be Monday, therefore effectively Tuesday morning. So Caden, you can have yours back if you want. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well. We could figure that out. So if you didn't finish it, so all right. So I'm just gonna do a rundown of what sorts of things happened. Problem 1 didn't go so well. Actually, I don't think anybody made it all the way to the right answer. There was varying levels of progress, and the general kind of equation for this. Something of this type, these forms. And so you can see certain things written on your paper, many of you. What does this equation mean for a loan versus an investment? You got to keep two situations straight. There are differences and what the various things mean. Second thing, units of time. The interest rate that's given in the problem, 4%, that is an annual rate. And interest rates pretty much always are stated annually. Whereas the monthly payment amount, $700, that is per month. So you do have to convert something. Now, it's fine if you decide to consistently go with months or consistently go with years, but the point is something needs to be adjusted. Those are the main things for this problem. And once you have the equation, this is an equation you know how to solve. There's two approaches you can use on it. And since R and K are constants, that simplifies things too. And it's important to keep in mind, what do the different things mean? Like this was used to refer to a value of S. S refers to a loan balance, not a monthly payment. So you can't equate the two. And of course, if you talk about a mortgage being paid off, that would mean that the balance would be 0. And contrary to what some of you might think after reading this problem, I do actually know how to spell mortgage, having had one since 2010. So, whoops. Okay. There's really no need to comment on problem 2. That went very well by comparison. Those who did not get the right answer, it's some little mistake you'll see from your paper. Okay. Number 3. Now, your solution formula, you can think of it 2 different ways. There's the treating it as a indefinite integral. This is one I usually write down. But since there's an initial condition, you can also use this one, where you have your initial value, whatever that is, of your y value, and then you have time value, and then t, your variable, your independent variable is your upper limit. And then what you should do is use a different letter on the inside. I don't care which you do, but try to keep the 2 straight. And if you're going to do an indefinite integral, that requires a plus c. And how many times have I told you guys, I put this in brackets for a reason, because a plus c needs to be in the brackets, therefore multiplied by 1 over mu t. So how many times do I need to say these things? It's like before it sticks. So don't make me feel like a typical parent. I don't have children, and I don't want to get stuck to that now. Okay. Let's see. Number 4. Enough of you figure this out. This is a homogeneous equation. So you're dealing with something form f of y over x. So there's certain algebraic trick I gave you to, and this is called your new variable v, algebraic trick to figure out what the actual f is, so you can express the right-hand side as f of v. And some people, they were doing something along those lines but didn't quite get that right. You'll see in your paper. Okay. As far as the next one, I think for the most part on these, there were just little mistakes of different sorts. People generally had the right approach on that, but it'll. But try to simplify things as like when you're along the way. To set yourself up for the next step. I just saw like carelessness in applying a formula is like plugging a wrong thing in, and that's noted on your paper. I don't have anything specific there. Okay. A lot of people did the right thing and treated it as a separable equation. But we call these things the names we do for a reason. That implies things are actually separated. So you have one variable one side, one variable another. People are trying to go through a process where you had x's and y's on the same side. So keep in mind what this actually means. Okay. Let's see. 7 similar comments to 5 apply. Okay, and not much happened on the bonus problem, as you can imagine. Okay, so another general observation I made was, of course, when you're studying for something like this, there's a lot of time spent trying to memorize certain things. That's why I gave a formula sheet to try to reduce that burden. But the mistakes I would see would suggest to me that a lot of you don't really understand what it is you're committing to memory. And so what happens, because you can imagine what's going to happen is if you try to remember some formula and one little thing is off, then you might as well not have spent the time. Flawed recollection doesn't really accomplish anything. Whereas if you have an understanding of where these things come from, maybe you don't remember a certain thing, but even during a test, especially a longer test like a final or a test like this where I'm giving you more time, you can reconstruct it from that. Give yourself redundancy. So I saw a lot of instances where someone was trying to taking time to remember it, and then they just write down the wrong thing. They miss a prime or a sign or something like that. This isn't a memorization game. That may work well in other subjects, not so much in this one. Okay. I'm sorry if anything sounds harsh, but what this showed me is that and this doesn't apply to one or two people or a handful, but really to the class as a whole. It exposes deficiencies in how you study for these things, and how you learn the material going on, and you'll see that in comments on your particular paper. And the thing is, by giving you more time, there's a good chance that a lot of you may end up with a very good grade, and I don't mind that. I'm happy to give everyone A's if everybody earns an A, because we're only a third of the way from semester. Now, something like this I'm doing for you now, I will do something like this along these lines, maybe with some tweaks for the second test. The final, there isn't the opportunity. That's the end of a semester. That's the time by which you're supposed to improve your knowledge. So if it's not happening right now, that's okay. But the idea is we're working toward that, so that by the end of the semester, these things are cemented. So, like I said in my email, if you did great on Wednesday, and you don't have much to do now, if not, that's okay. But think of this as it's important that you take this not just an opportunity to improve your score, but also a wake-up call, so that when you really do need to perform, that you take steps to do that. So I'm going to, so first, most people detach the formula sheet, so formula sheets are not with your tests. So here are your formula sheets. So go ahead and pass that one around. Okay. Now, one person did not write their name on their test. I've narrowed it down to 2 people. So, unfortunately, if that person is here, they're going to be outed. But okay, Busal. Okay. When you get your test, do not open it yet. I will tell everyone because it's going to take a few minutes, and I want everybody to have the same amount of time. Race. All right. Nicholson. Yeah. Not here. Not here. Puzzling. Okay. Jeremy. I've seen desk graffiti since elementary school. Bowman. Here. Martin. Yep. Bossier. Yeah. I only have names within 75% confidence. Hopefully, by the time I hand over assignment back, I'll know everybody. Okay. I will try to have these back graded by Shadows by Monday. I'll promise it because I was up till 2 in the morning looking at these things. I'm exhausted. You so owe me. My currency is chocolate. Okay.
What kind?
I'm a purist. I'm not allergic to nuts, but I might as well be. I dislike them that much. But dark versus milk, fine. To here? Yeah, okay. Carell? Oh, okay. Have more up here. Somebody crew looking for random samples. Okay. Roland? Yeah. I looked at yours. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I've got to attach somebody else's. I'll check my office.
Yeah, I don't have mine either.
Okay, there is the one that. Oh yeah, I have to go to New Orleans this weekend to fix this shattered screen. You're Ellenberg, right? You might. I believe you were one that did not have a name. Okay, let me.
I don't have mine.
What?
I don't have mine as well.
Oh, all good, right? Yours is printing out of my office, and it was taking a long time.
That's fine.
Don't open it.
I'm not the one who's reading for it. Reading doesn't mean right. Yeah, I'm just anxious. Where you got it? As long as we get liquor at noon. Liquor stores are fun. I like it at night.
Okay, so, alright, so this is yours. Okay, now, okay. So, alright, so you are missing one, and you, anyone else? Yeah, yours is coming. Okay. So either your tests are at my house or in my car, which is right outside. I'm really sorry. I was in a state of total exhaustion. I'm not surprised that this happened. So I will make sure that you that you have a chance to, to have the same opportunity that everybody else does. So don't worry about that. So it's not like I don't have your test. What I can do is, okay. Everybody else can go ahead and start. And what I will do is I will quickly check and see if it fell on the floor of my car or something. And then, if not, I'll talk to you separately. Okay.